Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to Roleplay Theory. We are playing Blades in the Dark. We are joined by Jeffrey Lovelady. Say hi, Jeffrey.
I did.
Hello.
Oh, it didn't come through. That's cool. And we're being GM'd by the wonderful and amazing Casey Mercies.
Yes. Good evening.
Tonight we're playing Blades in the Dark. I said that. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about characters for a bit. I'm going to go first.
Yeah, tell us about Mr. Blackpool.
I'm playing a leech class, which is like your alchemist, saboteur, poison maker. I'm going to focus on the poison aspect of the character. My character's name is Benefice Blackpool. He is a Tycherosi heritage, which in this game is people from the north. Is that correct? They're from the north?
Yeah, way north.
Way north. And they're basically thought to be demon people because of the weirdness of their physical adaptations and such. So my character is part lizard man. Because I'm a Tycherosi, and I am, my character's name is Benefice Blackpool, and my street name is Ryson. So, yeah.
You took the venomous special ability.
Yep.
Right? And you took drowning powder.
Yep.
As that.
Yep.
I did find, and I will make a handout that will go in your handout section. I found the bandolier stuff.
Okay.
So I'll do that real quick.
Yeah, if you'll do that, I can read through it.
What dots are you showing your character sheet right now?
I am. I have a dot in Study, 2 dots in Tinker, 2 dots in Prowl, and 1 dot in Wreck, and 1 dot in Sway. My enemy is...
That's only 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Nope, I can't 7.
Okay, my bad.
Yep. And then I my enemy is Veldrin, the Psychonaut. And my ally is Jewel, a blood dealer. Thought that'd be fun.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's it for me. Let's talk about old Lovelady's character.
All right, let me get it pulled up here.
Yep.
My character is Rooster. His real name is Volred Feberos. He is a Tycherosi as well. He is a bat-like character, large ears, leathery, scarred skin, with an underworld background. The Devil's Footsteps, because I felt like it fit my character the best. And let's see. I have 1 in Survey, 1 in Finesse, 2 in Prowl, 1 in Skirmish, 1 in Attune, and 1 in Command. That was 7. My uptick friend is Telda, a beggar. My downtick is Darmont, a blue coat.
Already making trouble with the law.
They ain't be liking me.
They ain't be liking me. Well, that should be fun. Cool beans. All right, GM, what's next? I believe we need to make a crew.
Yes, we're going to make a crew real quick.
Sure. Will you create a crew character?
No, I will not. It's in your character sheet already.
No way.
Yeah, you have it there. In the top right-hand corner, it says character mode.
Crew mode.
Switch it to crew mode.
The node plugin abilities are amazing.
Gotta love it.
Okay, cool. So what kind of crew are we?
We talked about
we're gonna be
playing shadows.
Which is thieves.
Yeah, shadows.
Thieves, right?
Yeah, thieves.
Yeah, I like that.
Can you choose shadows specifically?
Yeah, where it says crew type at the top right. I believe if you type shadows in there, it will auto-fill some of your stuff.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay.
Fitness, tinker.
Why is it still called Mysterious?
Structure, strength, echo, Doskvol resists. Ghost view.
Where are you seeing crew type at?
Oh, it's like the name. It's like
Right.
where Lurk would go or where Leech would
Oh,
go.
I see.
You type it in there.
Okay. And is it supposed to autofill anything for you?
You need to include the S, shadows. And then
Yes.
that'll work for you. You got a hidden layer and prowess. Yes. Sweet.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you're all right. I made it disappear by mistake. We're good.
Okay. Real quick, I'm going to interrupt you boys and click on this show to players. Did a screen just pop up?
Yes.
There's your bandolier options. And when you want to know for sure what any of those do, we can
Talk about it.
very easily fill them in.
Cool.
I guess I could go ahead and do this. So, whoops.
So Jeffrey, you got the crew page pulled up?
I do.
What are you thinking about our first special ability?
Let's see. Where? In the squares?
In the special ability where like everyone steals, ghost echoes, pack rats, patron, second story, slippery, or synchronized. Which it's down. You gotta scroll down.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. The page is so small.
You can make
Okay.
it bigger. You can drag out the corners.
Really?
And there's a full screen button in the top right.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's helpful. Okay. Let's see. Oh God.
Okay, cool.
Ghost echoes, pack rats. My character, as a character, would prefer pack rats. Brewster likes junk,
Right.
stuff, oddities.
I feel like slippery is super good. When you roll
When you roll
entanglements,
roll twice and heat or when you want. When you reduce heat on the crew, take +1 die. And, yeah, that's a good one.
it's not bad. It's not a bad one. Synchronized is also good. You can take 6s from different rolls and count it as a critical success,
Yeah,
which is super good.
both of those. I like both of those.
Like they're all super good. I think everyone steals. Each player character may add +1 action rating to prowl, finesse, or tinker. We could both have prowl 3 coming out
Okay.
the gate.
It's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
If you wanted to take the prowl point, I would take the tinker point because I have 2 in tinker already as well.
Okay. I have 2 in one of those.
You have 2 in prowl.
Yeah, sounds good.
It'd be a good
Wanna go
startup.
with that?
We'd do well with those things. Is tinker what I would
Okay,
use
yeah,
for my
let's do
alchemy
that.
skills, Casey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, no, let's
You
do
are
that.
correct. Sorry, I had a mouthful.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
So,
let's
Mark,
take
everyone steals.
everyone steals, and then we can go put another point in character mode. I'm gonna add another one to tinker, and you can add another one to prowl, and you're gonna be sneaky as hell coming out the gate.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Ugh.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys start out with a hidden layer because you're shadows. You have a hidden layer, and you have prowess
Okay.
training, which means if you choose to spend a downtime action training, normally, if you choose to train insight, you get +1 tick on your insight marker. If you choose to train personal, you get 1 tick on your playbook. You follow me?
Yeah.
On your little EXP bar?
Yeah.
If you pick prowess, you get 2 because you have prowess training built into your crew. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, Jeffrey, does that make sense for you?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now, your crew has just formed and acquired a layer. Given this group of characters and their previous escapades, what initial reputation would you have among the factions of the underworld? Choose one from the list at the right or create your own. The options are ambitious, brutal, daring, honorable, professional, savvy, subtle, or strange. Or you can
Strange
make
would be
one-
up there.
Yeah, that's true. You're both weirdo Tycherosis.
I like strange personally. But I mean, it could be straight professional works. I imagine we're a pretty professional organization. Coming from my background.
It's right
just a
now it's
tag.
just the two of you.
Yeah, it's just a tag. Let's do
Until we-
strange. Let's do strange.
Strange? That makes sense.
Okay. Do I have the option to tick that somewhere?
Reputation at the top middle.
So our character sheets aren't joined, are they? For this crew thing, are
No.
they? Okay. So
No.
everything needs to be updated
No,
between the two of
unfortunately.
us.
If one of you wants to volunteer to keep track of the crew and the other one doesn't,
Right.
we can do it that way. That
Mhm.
was the other reason that I let you have access to each other's characters.
In case someone wanted to do that. Okay.
Right.
I don't
So
mind. I
that's
don't mind
what you
updating.
guys- Right.
But I imagine.
I thought if you both keep track of it, we're less likely to
mess it up. Right. No, I think it's good if we both have a copy. We can compare
Okay,
notes
cool.
in between.
You earn XP when you bolster your crew's reputation. So think of this as another cue to indicate what sort of actions you want to do in the game. Will you be recklessly ambitious, targeting higher tier targets? Will you take on daring scores that others deem too risky? Are you interested in the strange weirdness of the world?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you're strange weirdos. So, where does your crew make its lair? You begin at tier 0, so it's probably a very modest or abandoned sort of place.
Is there an
I've
old?
been thinking.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I would say, is there an old like clock tower? It's like rickety old floorboards.
Mm.
I've been imagining much like that, not a clock tower,
Okay.
but like an old antique shop that's like a 3-story narrow ass antique shop full of like old dusty rotten stuff. And I don't know why that appealed to me. It's because of Jeffrey's Vice, I guess, was the reason that it appealed to me.
Yeah, that makes sense. Are we going to start in Crow's Foot? Or
I wanted to start in Night Market,
I like
That
Night
sounds
Market
good.
personally.
I did too.
or in Silk Shore. I was arguing with myself about that. But your Vice purveyors, Ojak's Roof Market is in. Ojak's Roof
I see
Market
that.
is in Night Market, and the Centralia Club is over there in 6 Towers.
Night Market makes
so
more sense
Night Market is kind of central.
Okay.
for what
I
we're
like
going to
that.
be doing.
What is your vice
Obligation.
obligation?
I'm obligated because I'm a member of the Secret Flame cult, or the Circle Flame, or whatever it was.
The Circle of the
Okay.
Flame.
I'm a member of the Circle of the Flame. So that could get us into trouble.
I like the
Oh, for
location
sure.
of Night Market right there near the rail station.
Yep, that could
Yeah.
be fun. Get shipments as they come in.
Yep.
Go on
Do we
a.
need to
I-
pick these?
Are you guys looking at Night Market right now?
Yes.
Can you see
Yes.
that? I was thinking there's this little building right here. I'm gonna put a dot there, purple dot, and then I thought that would be cool. Or like, there's these little dots all along here.
I like this one.
The right next to Ojax.
Right next to
Roof
Ojax. Like you could
Sure.
like Rooster could jump or scale a wire from our roof to Ojax place.
Yeah,
It's
cool.
like we're right next door.
Yep.
I like that.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that purple mark right there, and we'll know that that's where you guys' layer is.
Perfect.
Now you can't technically live there until you take the upgrade that would allow you to live there. Quarters on your character sheet,
Right.
but that doesn't mean that your layer can't be one of your homes.
Right. It just means you have a home
You know what I mean?
outside.
Right. So, like, you're a wealthy upper class noble.
Yep.
So, and you're attached to the Centralia Club.
Yep.
So I'm thinking like Six Towers what used to be the nicest neighborhood in town.
Yeah.
And now it's all fallen into ruin, and most of the nice houses have been converted over into apartments. Like 20 people staying in this huge luxury mansion that would have had a noble family in it, and now it's, you know, a bunch of weirdos live there and
Right.
go do their day job and come back and live in the mansion. So I was thinking something like that for what's your street name,
Ricin.
Alex? Ricin. That's right, Ricin.
Rooster and Rice.
Rooster and Ricin. I can keep that straight.
Yeah, what's a nobleman like yourself doing with a dirtbag like Rooster, Alex?
Well, we're going to talk a bit about backstory, but I imagine that I bought you from the slavers.
Okay.
And, you know, ragtag, ruffian fun, as we came down from Taikarosi, we've become friends, and I no longer quote unquote own you, but there's an obligation between us that I might, as a
So am I
character,
your ward or something?
right? Like there might be a time when you want to do something, and I'm like, you fucking owe me. Don't fucking remember who's like, as my character, that's gonna be an attitude thing where he's gonna, maybe that'll come up at some point. So something to keep in mind.
Now, we're going to establish your hunting grounds. Your crew is brand new, but you have chosen some small part of a district as your hunting grounds. This is the area that you usually target for your scores, and you know it well. Your hunting grounds don't have to be in the same district as your lair. The area is small, only 3 or 4 blocks, but it is still an intrusion on someone. The entire city is divided among larger, stronger factions, and where would you guys like to primarily do your scores? In Six Towers.
Can this
I
be
see
our house?
green appearing there. Yeah, no, that could be your house.
That's what I want.
Sure,
I
okay.
want our house to be there. And
well-
and Rooster, do you live with me, Rooster?
Sure can.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to be running. I want to be running in Six Towers and selling our shit in Night Market.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
cool.
So we steal shit out of Six Towers and then fence it in Night Market, either at Ojax Roof Market for our like lower end stuff, baubles and like spoons. When we leave with spoons, we take it to Ojax Roof Market. But if we get something good, we can go right to the train station and hook up with my guy there, and he can take it out of fucking this place off to one of the colonies or back to Taikaros, you know, stuff like that.
So that's this little blue square is our stomping grounds.
That's your favored hunting grounds.
Yeah, I like it.
Now, there's a faction that claims the area. Oh yeah, there's one more thing that I forgot to do. Your crew begins play with 2 coin. That is the remains of all of your savings. You are tier 0 with stronghold and 0 rep.
All right, so I put 2 coin in the crew bowl, and that's nothing for characters, correct? Or do we all start with 1 coin as a player?
You start with no coin as a player.
I didn't think so. I couldn't remember. It's been too long.
All of your savings went into forming your crew.
And no rep, you said?
No rep.
And no
But
heat.
you do have your tier 0 with stronghold. With no heat.
Really quickly, Alex, if you don't mind, keeping track of the crew sheet. My computer is so slow that, like, just listening to Casey and trying to pull it up and do it, I just now got there to where I can even.
Oh, I'll take care of it.
So,
You just come over to my character sheet, big boy, if you ever want to look at anything.
okay, sounds good.
So, someone already owned that territory that you're now working in.
Okay.
Your options are to pay them off, give them 1 coin in exchange for them giving you room to work, or give them 2 coin as a show of respect to get +1 status with them, or keep your money and have -1 status with that faction. Real quick, gonna jump over to the factions and tell you who owns that.
Yes, please. It's gonna be like some tier 3 juggernaut squad.
Well, it is in 6 towers.
Yeah, we've never played in. We ran a job in 6 towers once, but we took the cart.
So.
We were down here, or we ran across the bridge.
On the bridge right here. Yep.
Yeah.
I remember that.
But we've never actually operated in 6 towers.
No. I'm thinking already, before he even tells us who it is, it's going to be wise to give them some amount of coin.
Right. I think we'll do 1 coin. Give us some room to work.
Yeah. Like, we're allowed.
Right.
That's
You
better.
pay your taxes sometimes.
Yeah.
When it's convenient. Right there by Charter Hall. I think the Grey Cloaks own this.
Okay.
The Grey Cloaks are a tier 2 faction. They're a bunch of ex-Blue Cloaks. Blue Coats. I think, yeah, Blue Coats. Grey Coats.
Are they like old veterans?
They all were just. I don't know how much you guys would know about it. You're not from around here.
Okay. Cool.
But something happened.
Okay.
And they are no longer respected by anyone. And
like the Blue Coats verge upon a gang themselves. They're pretty much like the city's gang.
Yep. They are former Blue Coats who turned to crime. That's what you know about them.
Nice. And we paid them a coin out of the crew coffers to give us a little room.
Yep. They own a pit fighting arena and a gambling den, and they live in the basement of an old burned down city watch station.
Interesting.
They run some apartments, and do you guys want to give them a coin or 2 coin or take -1 status with them?
A coin.
You give them 1 coin, so you stay at neutral status.
We're going to be neutral. They just gave us some room coming in. I'm not afraid to grease a few palms when necessary.
So, Alex, I don't know if and when we were going to get to this. Can you tell me a little bit about Benefice, like some of his background, or?
Yeah. Benefice is was born a rich noble brat, basically. in some land in the Taikarosi world of the north, some other place. The reptilian nature runs in the family. It's totally a family thing. And
Yep.
basically the family prides itself on being the most skilled tinkerers and alchemists. Basically, high levels of alchemy are the word of the day when it comes to, when you hear Blackpool, you think poisonings, alchemical brews. Like, that's the family fortune. It was built on the back of us being able to build and make and do crazy alchemical tinkery shit.
Cool.
So basically, I'm sent forth as the eldest, or actually no, it's I'm sent forth as the youngest to come to Doskvol and stake a claim for the Blackpool family. So I got in with the Circle of the Flame, which is like a higher snooty sort of thing, and that's my obligation to them, and they're going to be my angle and my aid to kind of working my way in. You and me met at some point during your tumultuous past, and I purchased you from your owner. Would you like to tell me about your backstory?
Yeah, totally. Rooster was a slave worker picked up in Taikarosi, and was a slave on the Cloakstill, a slave ship that kind of ran the seas until he was sold in the Dagger Isles into a pit fighting ring run by a kingpin named Mr. Sloat. And my character Volred earned the name Rooster for his pit fighting style and his stature. So
Nice.
that's what he goes by now.
Cool. I'm gonna say
He's kind of a jerk.
I'm gonna say I was there betting on one of the fights because I'm a rich dude and I have money to throw away, and it made me feel alive to get out of the house and go bet on the peasants as they squabble in the pit. And after a fight or something, I totally bet on you and you totally won me tons of money and life was good. And I decided, I'm gonna keep this one. He's a crafty little bugger. I'm gonna keep this one.
Sounds good. Yeah. So we've kind of developed this relationship over time where you owned me, but now we're more of a partnership,
right.
Or maybe even like I don't know what would you call it. I'm not your butler, but
A professional relationship.
sure. Okay.
We're not
for
blood
freedom.
Yeah, I paid for your freedom. We're not blood brothers, but you know what I mean. Like, we're very, what I mean.
I'm begrudgingly indebted to you.
Right, and we're working on
Although we are friends.
it. Right, we're working on it. It's a work in progress.
Yeah. Sure.
I switched the screen over so you can show those pictures.
Ah, yes. Are they at the top?
Yeah, top left.
Let me scroll on over. Ah, wonderful. So, for those of you who are watching, and for Jeffrey, who has seen two of them, but not mine, we don't look like this as Taikarosi. We don't look like a bat vampire demon, and Ojak isn't an actual blackbird, and I don't actually have that much of a lizard head. But the lore, the tellings of the children and the crazy bum on the corner and all that have escalated to where this is what people hear about us. I'm a crazy lizard man in a suit, and Rooster is this bat out of hell demon that you never even saw coming, and this is kind of the escalation of our lore in the world is what we ended up talking about.
Where are you seeing that at?
Are you on the black page? Go to the top left. Like
All I
right,
see is the Circle of the Flame.
right click the screen and drag it to the bottom right so you can pull yourself up to the top
Oh, I see it now. Gotcha.
So,
gotcha.
like, that's my lizard character of, like, that's basically where we got my idea for my nobility kind of idea.
Yeah.
But
sure.
yeah, this
That
is like
looks great.
this is what people say when they catch a glimpse of a Taikarosi, and that's why people think we're crazy demons and stuff. Where you don't actually have wings, and I don't have the head of a lizard. I have gills, and you are batty. But
Yeah, short, squatty, big ears.
yeah. So this is I thought that was interesting, and it feeds to a more realistic tone of how people can inflate stories in the retelling.
The truth is, when a bunch of 10-year-olds see you guys in the night, that's the story they tell their friends the next day.
Yep.
That was the
It's all
point of those
Batman and a lizard man.
crazy photos.
Yeah, there was totally a story. There's a DC comic where it's basically like 10 different children's accounting of seeing Batman. At one night in Gotham, it's not from Batman's perspective; it's from these kids' perspective. And each one of them says he's a cyborg, and one of them saw like the true Batman. Then one of them saw an actual Bat monster. One of them saw a shadow that literally ripped a man in half. Like everybody's story is so different based off of what they saw and thought they saw. That's totally how our situation plays out in this. Cool. Who are all these people?
Those are the 7 leaders of the Circle of the Flame, which you would know. You've been working with them or with their organization for a while now.
Okay.
And I don't think I wrote anything there that you wouldn't be able to find out.
Okay.
You know those people's names and sort of what they do.
Can I get that in a handout at some point?
I can do that.
Just so I can have it if I don't have to ask you to go find it later. It'll just be handy.
Yeah. No.
Just for reference.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna need it.
I'm really digging that lizard man.
Isn't he gorgeous? I'm so stoked about him. With his cigar. I totally smoke cigars.
Yeah.
Like I have
oh, cool.
I love I totally am a cigar smoking lizard man.
Can you see that?
Casey first found.
Sorry.
I have not gotten that yet.
You're right. Yeah, I don't see anything either.
I just have Bandalores.
When Casey first found.
Oh, there we go.
Got it.
Go ahead, Jeffrey.
No, it's all right. When Casey first found Ojak, the night we were kind of talking about Rooster and his vice and the purveyor of his vice, he found that picture and popped it up there, and I was like, "Yep, that's it. That's
right.
Ojak.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Rooftop marketeer. He's gorgeous.
So now we have purchased some territory.
Yes.
Let me go back to our page 71. Was it 71?
You have 71 pages?
Pages. I'm talking about the PDF.
Oh.
The book.
I'm like, if you created 71 pages in Roll20, I'm about to shit a full-grown chicken.
No, I've been making miniatures all week. You know this already.
Right. I'm like, that's a lot of work for a theater to the mind game.
Entanglements. Down. Sorry.
Man. It's a beautiful night.
Here we go. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. Okay.
I enjoy the anticipation on Jeffrey's face more than I enjoyed the sneeze on Casey's. It was great. I enjoyed that thoroughly. This is quality video right here. This is good shit we're putting up on the internet.
You picked a special ability. Which special ability did you pick?
I picked...
Oh yeah, the first one on the list. That's right.
Oh, for the crew. I'm sorry. Yeah, we picked everyone steals. So I'm giving us a stat boost in the early game.
Okay. An upgrade is a valuable asset that helps the crew in some way, like a boat or a gang. See the complete description on the following page. Each crew type has 2 pre-selected upgrades that suit the crew. You get to add 2 additional upgrades, so you'll have a total of 4 when you start. You can choose from the specific upgrades available to your crew type or the general upgrades on the crew sheet. So,
Okay, where are our specific upgrades?
crew upgrades. The gray box, you have steady and thieves rigging and underground maps and a pass key, or elite rooks or elite skulks, which are a form of cohorts.
Okay.
A form of your gang. And then the generic ones are down below: layer, quality, training,
Workshop.
or we can work on finding a cohort.
Yeah, cohorts. Yeah.
So you get 2.
Okay, Jeffrey, what do you think?
Man,
Underground
sound-
maps
they
and passkeys sounds pretty badass.
That's pretty cool. Given my my reputation playing Blades in the past, Steady would probably be a good one for me.
Stress.
But I think, underground maps and passkeys is a good one.
Right.
We have 2.
Thief rigging,
And then
2 free load.
rigging.
We love the rigging.
Yeah. We do. We chose that last time for our last crew, and it
Yeah.
came in handy, I think.
I think I'm gonna do 1 tick. We could do 1 tick into thieves rigging, and then we could get a vehicle of some sort. Because we always had a vehicle for granted last time because we were smugglers.
That's right. We always had the boat.
We could get a workshop. Does the workshop help with projects? Is that what it does?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It helps you with projects during your downtime.
Okay. Does a new cohort cost 2? Is that why that says there?
Yes. A cohort is
Yes.
a gang or a single expert NPC who works for your crew. You have to spend 2 upgrades to acquire a gang or an expert.
Gotcha. Okay. Are skulls assassins?
Skulks,
Skulks
they
Skulks.
they are what you are.
Skulks.
They skulk.
I thought
in
it
the
said
night.
skulls, because I can't read. If I click Elite Skulks, do we get Elite Skulks right now, or do we have to upgrade the gang?
To create a gang, you have to spend your 2 upgrades.
Okay.
Then you pick if you want skulks, thugs, rovers, rooks, or adepts.
And then we can make them Elite Skulks by taking
And then
the
you
other
can
perk.
make. Yes.
Gotcha. Well,
Okay.
I don't want to get quarters, Jeffrey. I think we're gonna totally live it up in my mansion, my 3-bedroom.
I agree.
My 3-bedroom, or whatever. My nice little place that I was able to like procure with my family wealth beforehand. That's nice enough, you know what I mean? We're not living the high life,
Okay.
but it's. I don't think I want to do quarters this time. So let's do.
I liked the underground maps and passkeys.
Okay.
Or either that or something in the quality section.
Yeah,
but-
tools, weapons, documents, gear. Let's stick with this. Let's do these 2 things.
Okay,
I like this.
cool. Gives us
Okay.
a better understanding of the layout
Yeah.
in our area.
Anything to make our earlier jobs easier, to help us move up the line a little quicker, would be nice.
Agreed.
All right.
One faction helped you get your upgrade. They like you, and you get a +1 status with them. At your option, you may spend 1 coin to repay their kindness and take a +2 status with them instead.
What are our other neighbors?
One faction was screwed over when you got your upgrade. They don't like you, and you get a -2 status with them. At your option, you can spend 1 coin to mollify them and take a -1 status with them instead. I think the Thief's Rating was stolen from the Wraiths.
Okay. Jeffrey, I say we pay the Wraiths our other coin to go down to a -1.
Yep.
Just start off on a better. We'll start out flat broke, but we'll have a +1 with somebody, a -1 with somebody, and a balance with the other guy that we didn't get a -1 with.
Yes. On decent terms with everyone.
Right. It gives us kind of a free motion.
That's not unmanageable. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not on. Yeah, we can work around it.
So the Wraiths are a tier 2 underworld faction.
Right.
They're a bunch of robbers like you. They also do some weird occult stuff.
We paid them to be at a -1 stat.
And then the faction that helped you get your underground maps and passkeys.
Who's in Night Market?
Remind me that we are on page 95.
95.
Faction stuff. And if we go to the other faction stuff, let's see. Their enemies. You know who works out of Night Market? I think, yeah, no kidding, right? I think you got your keys and underground maps from the gondoliers.
Okay.
They are the canal boat operators, venerated by ancient tradition, said to know occult secrets. Many things are submerged in the dusk.
That makes sense.
No, that sounds
What's
awesome.
tier 3?
So yeah, I think they.
We're +1 with a
They
tier 3
probably-
faction. Now that's what I like to see.
So we'll go +1 with the Gondoliers, -1 with the Wraiths, and back to page 95. Take a look at your list of potential contacts on the crew sheet. Choose one contact who is a close friend, longtime ally, or partner in crime.
I would say Adelaide fits as a noble.
Yeah.
Alex, given you're a noble.
Yeah. I like that.
Cool.
Because we already have
Adelaide.
technically a collector through your guy,
Yeah.
your vice. Should we need to go that direction?
Yeah.
Cool.
Only place she appears is in the Shadows playbook. Cool. I'm gonna say. One faction is also friendly with this contact. You get +1 status with them. And I'm going to say that she is friendly with Path of Echoes. Spell her name for me, one of you that has that. Oh, I have it open right here. Never mind. Adelaide. Adelaide. So we're going to do Path of Echoes. +1, and one faction is unfriendly with this contact. You get -1 status with them. So I'm going to ask you boys, is there a faction in particular that you would like to be unfriendly with?
What about those effing railjacks?
The Railjacks?
The railjacks.
Tell me about the Railjacks, brother. Jeffrey?
I don't have any information on the railjacks. I just know that they are a faction.
What tier are they?
I like the name. They're tier 2.
All right.
They are a labor and trade faction.
That's good enough reason for me.
I would assume they'd be in the night market area. Is that right?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I just don't know why they're not in the PDF. Cool. I can make up whatever I want.
Really?
Yeah, they're not in this PDF. You have it in the sheets that I gave you?
Yeah.
Is that what you're looking at?
Yes. In Factions of Doskvol, there is a sheet that lists everything under their either underworld, institutions, labor and trade, the fringe, or
Right.
citizenry. They're a tier 2 that falls under labor and trade.
So the Railjacks run the trains and keep the horrible, horrible ghost monsters that live in the dusk from attacking the trains when they go from city to city. They run all throughout the dusk. There's little, basically bunkers at the points where they have to turn the trains. But yeah, they're not in the PDF.
Cool.
So
Flava Flav.
I'll do some research on that. That's not going to affect our mission tonight anyway. So, Railjacks. We're at -1. Oh, cool. There's your faction mode right there.
I just
Are you
found
going
that.
to keep track of that, Alex?
I will try.
Awesome. So real quick, I think your crew's made, your characters are made. I have notes here. You guys want to take 5? We'll cut the video. And
Yeah, we
start
can
another
totally
video.
take a break. While that's happening, I'll update all of our faction menu stuff, and we can
And-
come back when.
Yeah.
Get started on the next run.
When I get back, we'll get started for real.
Cool, guys. All right, be back in 5.